Hi guys, welcome to this video. This is Dr.M.MOORTHI, working as assistant professor in the Department of Automobile Engineering, SNS College of Technology, Coimbatore. So in this video, we are going to discuss about the various component in the clutch. Right. So the clutch may include a number of components. In that, there are few the important and the necessary parts. That includes the flywheel, and then pressure plate, friction disc, and then release mechanism, then bearing. So in this clutch, it plays a major role to engage or to disengage the power from the engine to the transmission system. So this transmission, the entire transmission unit, it consists of the various the parts includes the engine, then clutch, and then what is called gearbox mechanism, then propeller shaft, that is drive shaft, and then differential unit, and then with that we can transmit the power from the engine that is to be generated during the combustion process, and then it to be transmitted to the wheels with help of the differential unit and then differential axle, so that in that the clutch plays a major role to engage or to disengage the transmission of power from the engine to the transmission system. So in which the clutch having the components called flywheel. This flywheel will give to give the balance to the engine while running. So while running, the engine will produce the mechanical power. That power is generated with the help of the heat energy during combustion process while the fuel is burning, and then this heat energy is converted to the mechanical power, so that the flywheel plays a major role in order to balance the power during the engine running, and also to maintain the inertia to assist the engine produce the required torque while the vehicle is running. And then the pressure plate. The pressure plate is attached to the in between of the pressure plate is it is the holding device, like it hold the friction disc in between of flywheel and then pressure plate. So this, while applying the pressure plate will engage to give the pressure, so that we can easily change or to gears, and then so that it can disconnect the power from the engine. And then friction disc. So this friction disc is see here, this friction disc is the circular plate is placed in between of flywheel and then pressure plate, so that due to the friction between of the contact surface, it can transmit the power from the flywheel to the pressure plate with the rotary mechanism. And then after the so see here, the parts called flywheel, and then friction disc, and then pressure plate, and then clutch housing. This housing, it includes the entire clutch components into the single unit. So here the flywheel is attached to the outlet of the engine, so that it maintains the engine power, that is a mechanical power, and then other pressure plate, so that we can include those component into the system, so that we can change or we can that is change the gear of the vehicle, and then with help of by engaging and disengaging the power from the engine to the transmission system. Here also we have include the different types of springs that are attached to the pressure plate, like we have the types of springs that we are using, maybe the coil spring or diaphragm spring. This coil spring may include the n number of the coil spring in between that, so can we so that we can apply the pressure in our desired then our next one is the diaphragm spring. This diaphragm spring is like a it's called like a layer of the cover. It can apply the pressure whenever the pressure is required, so that we can use the types of spring and that our required requirement. And then there are different characteristics that the clutch disc may include. The clutch hub, it can this inner part of the disc, and then has splines, and then torsional dampers. It is used while observing the shock while the shock is or the sudden impact is applied. And then the clutch disc has facings and made of the frictional material. The entire friction, that is the clutch component, is the friction one, so that it is the also it is the rotating component. And then with that of friction, starts to rotate, and then facing riveted to both sides of fusion plate. And then the clutch is engaged, the air is trapped into the groove. So the while the clutch is released, the trapped air pushes a disc away from the pressure plate and then flywheel. So yes, while the clutch apply on the clutch pedal is released, and then it remove the that is the contact between the pressure plate and then flywheel. Thank you.